San Antonio is one of the biggest cities in Texas. Big Bend National Park, home to some of the most stunning hikes in Texas. Big Bend National Park is a fantastic park to explore. Don't miss the incredible Santa Elena Canyon or the Lost Miner Trail while you're there. In addition to the national park, the immediate area surrounding the park has plenty more to see, including Big Bend Ranch State Park and the ghost town of Terlingua. Driving distance from San Antonio, 5 hours 50 minutes. Palo Duro Canyon State Park, located just half an hour from Amarillo, not far from Route 66, sits the second biggest canyon in the USA and one of the best weekend trips from San Antonio, Palo Duro Canyon. There are plenty of hikes and overlooks to choose from, but be sure to prioritize hiking to the lighthouse formation. The trail is scorching and can be a bit grueling, especially during the final ascent, but the payoff is absolutely worth it. Driving distance from San Antonio, 7 hours 20 minutes. Caddo Lake, located next door to the classic Texas romantic getaway of Jefferson. More on that once we get to small towns. Caddo Lake State Park is located on the far edge of East Texas and defies expectations of what Texas looks like. With its towering, bald cypress trees, beautiful Spanish moss, and alligator population, Caddo Lake State Park is one of the most unique weekend getaways from San Antonio. Driving distance from San Antonio, 6 hours, 25 minutes. Turner Falls Park, Oklahoma. Featuring a 77-foot waterfall that overlooks a natural swimming pool, Turner Falls is the biggest waterfall in the state of Oklahoma and a fantastic San Antonio road trip destination for those looking to travel out of state. With trails, swimming opportunities, beautiful overlooks, and camping on offer, Turner Falls has plenty of things to do to keep visitors busy for a weekend away. Driving distance from San Antonio, 5 hours 50 minutes. Dallas. Known for big hair, big oil money, and big buildings, Dallas is a quintessentially Texan city that has a distinctly different vibe than San Antonio. It also happens to be one of the fastest growing cities in the USA, with an excellent food scene and a plethora of things to do. Of course, no weekend trip to Dallas would be complete without a somber exploration of the assassination of President Kennedy, whose murder in Dallas in 1963 is one of the most haunting in the USA's collective memory. On a lighter note, though, Dallas offers far more than morbid history, with phenomenal shopping, excellent skyline views at Reunion Tower, walkable neighborhoods like the Bishop Arts District, and great gardens and museums. The Dallas Arboretum is stunning. You'll find plenty of fun things to do during a weekend getaway from San Antonio in Dallas. Driving distance from San Antonio, 4 hours 15 minutes. Fort Worth. Often lumped in with its next-door neighbor of Dallas, Fort Worth is a distinct city all its own. On short road trips from San Antonio, you probably won't have time to see both cities, so that's all the more reason to plan more than one weekend escape to North Texas. While in Fort Worth, be sure to watch a cattle drive at the stockyards. Watch U.S. currency being printed at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Yes, really, it's even free to visit. And check out the beautiful Fort Worth Water Gardens. Want to get a bit of a thrill during your trip? Hop over to Arlington to ride roller coasters at Six Flags Over Texas. Driving distance from San Antonio, 4 hours. New Orleans, LA. New Orleans is the furthest destination on this list of road trips from San Antonio, coming in at just over the 8-hour mark. But as one of the most unique cities in the world, New Orleans is worth the drive. While you're there, be sure to enjoy Bourbon Street, but get off of it as well. New Orleans is more than just its incredible partying, though the partying does indeed live up to the legends. During your weekend in New Orleans, consider visiting the Garden District, taking a ghost tour, visiting the nearby bayou, taking a steamboat cruise, and of course, eating plenty of excellent food, from beignets to po' boys. Driving distance from San Antonio, 8 hours 10 minutes. Oklahoma City. Sleepier than most major cities in Texas, yet with its own list of fun things to do. The capital of Oklahoma makes a fun road trip from San Antonio for travelers who love to check out cities of all shapes and sizes. While you're there, be sure to pay your respects to the victims of the 1995 bombing of the Murrah Building at the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum, to learn some interesting history at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum, to stroll through the myriad botanical gardens, and to visit Bricktown. Driving distance from San Antonio, 7 hours. Houston. As the largest city in Texas, the fourth largest city in the United States, and one of the most diverse cities in the country, it's safe to say that Houston is packed with enough fun things to do to fill more than one weekend trip from San Antonio. Be sure to check out the Space Center Houston and NASA, the most famous of all the attractions in Houston, as well as sample some of Houston's other top museums and parks. Head to Kemah Boardwalk for a charming slice of Americana, and be sure to enjoy the food scene. Houston's diversity is perhaps best displayed through its enormous collection of fantastic restaurants featuring cuisines from across the world. Driving distance from San Antonio, 3 hours. Waco. Long known as the home of Baylor University, Waco has become one of the most popular road trips from San Antonio in recent years for a very different reason: the opening of Magnolia Market, owned by Chip and Joanna Gaines of HGTV fame. Even beyond the immensely popular silos, though, Waco has plenty to see. Consider also stopping by the Dr. Pepper Museum, enjoying Baylor's beautiful campus, or checking out the Woolly Mammoth National Monument during your visit. Driving distance from San Antonio, 2 hours, 50 minutes. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to our channel for more such travel videos. Click the link below for details.